Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a 9-speed fairway driver challenge. What I've got right now is a Big Germ Thunderbird. I used to just throw Star Thunderbirds. Problem is, for me, Thunderbirds are still a little bit too stable, including the Big Germ Thunderbird. So I'm trying to find something that's a little bit less stable. These are I think they're 9503. So I pulled up a couple of discs that are 95-12. One of those being the Undertaker. Now I hear that this one's a little bit flippier than the numbers give it credit for. And the MVP Tesla, also 95-12. So hopefully we can find something that's going to be that straight to hyzer disc that's going to be a little bit less stable than this Thunderbird. So we're going to start here on hole 18. We're going to throw them all out there. It's a par 4. Hopefully we can get some birdies with these. I will be putting from inside circle with my actual putters though, so that I don't have to putt with drivers. Alright, let's go do this. Just so we know how it flies, we're going to start with a Thunderbird first, and then we're going to go Undertaker and then Tesla. We're going to throw them out there, see how far we can get, and try to stay out of the rough on both sides. Well, definitely pulled that one over just a little bit. Still got a pretty good flight off of it. Now we're going to go with the Undertaker. That one turned out really straight when it was flying. Unfortunately, it still was a little bit too much flip for me. So we'll give it one more shot, finish out the hole with it, maybe throw it on the next hole. But if it's not quite stable enough, we're just going to be sticking with the Tesla versus the Thunderbird. Not quite as turned as the Thunderbird, but I definitely ripped the Thunderbird over a little bit, knowing that it's stable. I love how when I throw that flat, it goes straight out of my hand and then hyzers. Thunderbird is the furthest right, so it's going to be a generic, just a backhand hyzer into the pin. A little low, but we might have got a good skip. Gonna be pretty close. To the Undertaker, we could try to go outside to the right, but I think I might try to go forehand through this little woodsy gap. Yeah, close. Let's go see if we can make some putts. Right now, all three sitting right there at a birdie. Hole 12 is down through this tunnel and then tucked into the tree line over here. Want to keep it low to avoid those branches. We're going to throw the discs in the same order: Thunderbird, Undertaker, Tesla. Oh, the Undertaker. And now the Tesla. The other two are kind of parked right around the edge of the circle. Thunderbird kind of faded out a little bit too early and hit one of these trees, so we're going to have to throw an upshot with it. Maybe I'll do a scuba. I think I can make that putt. A bit too high. A little bit too low. Ooh, Thunderbird's missing. Okay, after that, Tesla's still par, Undertaker's still par, Thunderbird won over. However, the Undertaker is a little bit too flippy for the flight that I'm looking for, even though the numbers are the same as the Teslas. This one's a little bit more of a flip-up fairway driver and less of a hit it flat and then a hyzer disc. So I think we're just going to continue with 2 discs from now on. Now that we're here at hole 2, I figured I should probably talk about how the discs feel while they're in your hand. A couple holes earlier, there were some people behind me, so I wanted to kind of get it rolling. The Thunderbird is that very, very slight dome that a lot of their older style discs had. The Destroyers, the Race, the Eagles that I love. So that Thunderbird feels extremely comfortable. It feels great for backhand and for a forehand. And I do love the Star Plastic. It does have some flex to it, some give. But I also love, what is this? The Proton Plastic from MVP. And the thing is, this is super, super flat, which means it's going to be really, really easy for me to forehand because I love forehanding super flat top discs. And this one's got a little bit of give as well. Similar to Innova's older Champion plastics. Feels like this one's going to have a lot of durability as well. So they both feel super great. And I do love the feel of both. How they fly, that's where this video comes into play. I love how much that Tesla skips. Thunderbird next. It got a good skip, but I also threw it straight into the ground. Kind of my fault on that, but also if it's going to slip out of my hand like that, maybe I don't need to be throwing that disc. Let's go try to make a par. Well, I can definitely make that putt. So good news for the Thunderbird, it did not lose an additional stroke, but that's because I suck at downhill putts, as we already know. Well, it used to be hole 15, but today's the day that they're making a whole bunch of changes to the course. As I mentioned in a previous video, so we're playing to not that basket, but the one that's kind of tucked in there. We do have the water carry, and the lake's super, super high because it's been raining for like 3 days straight, feels like. So we're gonna try to throw both these nice and flat, let them fade back in. Try to stay out of the creek that's running right along there and stay out of the OB that's back past the basket. There's a lot of OB on what is essentially an island green. So it's going to be the first one to go. Let's try to throw it out nice and flat, let it hyzer back. Oh boy, a little bit too far right. Hopefully that makes it stay out of the water. That's definitely wet. Number next, gonna hang it a little bit tighter. I'll try to. Well, it dropped safe, but I threw them on the same angle, and you saw how Thunderbird just kept that hyzer and was pushing left the entire time. The Tesla actually flipped out the tiniest bit and stayed straight. That's what I'm looking for a disc. Now let's go fish it out of the lake and throw an upshot. Well, looks like this video is going to be cut short just a little bit. Disc is still out over there. I was in up to my knees. Yes, I was wading in the water. Even with an extender pole, it wasn't about 45 degrees out here. I would have actually gone in completely for it, but it's a lot of soggy leaves and you sink a lot every time you step in. So you can't get very far from the shore before you are completely sunk. So I will be coming either back for that disc or just buying another one because I really do like the Tesla, but at the end of today, the Thunderbird did win out because it's not in the pond. Until next time, friends.